Our session today, Commissioner Proud will offer a prayer, and then we'll officially open the session with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Dear Heavenly Father, God, again, we just thank you for this great day that you've blessed us with. And I pray that as we go about this day, God, that everything we might do, either word or deed, might positively reflect you. And God, we pray too that as we go about our session today, with the different things on the agenda, that every single thing, again, that you will give us wisdom and discernment in the way we vote. God, just we thank you for those who come today for our session, for our new employees who are new members to the team. God, we just ask again that you would bless them, as I'm sure they're going to bless us with their employment. Be with our men and women in our military. God, just again protect them and comfort their families as they are experiencing the service just as well. And God, we pray too again for our country, our nation, that we might rise up as a nation united again for you. And God, also a little request, God, that people would vote to put Johnny Cueto in the All-Star game. In Jesus' name, for his sake. Amen.
Amen.
Doesn't hurt.
Would you join me in the pledge? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have introduction of new employees. Mr. Raybold?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of introductions.
You have a
this
lot.
morning,
Good.
which is a good thing for us, yes. And I'll just call on department heads or the representatives, and if you go up to the podium, and we can proceed from there. We've got Mr. Kuchta.
Good morning, Andy Kupta, Community and Economic Development. I'm going to introduce one of my new employees and then have the actual supervisors introduce the other two new employees. I'm going to introduce Sherry Smars, our new Fiscal Support Coordinator, providing fiscal oversight and grant management for the Community Development Block Grant Program. Come on, next to me. This is not Sherry, this is Sherry. She comes to us from the UC College of Engineering, where she was a financial administrator, previously worked for the Clermont County Mental Health and Recovery Board from 96 to 2004, so former county employee.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Adele Evans, Assistant Director, Community and Economic Development. This is Taylor Corbett. He's our new planner in our department. He comes to us from Williams County, North Dakota. Was a planner, staff planner up there. Williams County is one of the fastest growing counties in the United States due to the oil and gas industry. A resident grew up in Liberty Township, went to Miami University. So excited to have him as part of our team.
Good.
Can you bring any oil and gas to Clermont County?
It could come. Someone just has to find it.
Just keep your weather in North Dakota.
Exactly. Well, yeah, exactly.
Kelly Perry, Clermont County GIS Administrator. I'm introducing Joey O'Brien. He graduated from Miami University, Oxford, and he's spent the past year working for Duke Energy in their GIS team. So he's our new GIS analyst.
Awesome. Welcome.
Welcome.
So where are you from?
I am from Miami County, Ohio, Tip City area.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. County's almost same size as Clermont. Hey, Dwight.
Good morning. Dwight Culbertson from the Water Resource Department. I have 4 employees I'm privileged to be able to introduce this morning.
You know they hate this.
I was going to have them introduce themselves, but I know where they we have 3 that are recent graduates of community colleges. In fact, while we were doing the interview process, they were still going through final exams. We have Brett Fisher, who's going to be at our Lower East Fork plant. Larry Kahn, he's going to be our general maintenance technician. Jacob Bargo, and Chris Wren. So a pleasure to have them on board, and I think they're a nice complement between young people and also experience. And
I'm glad you used the word experience.
So a pleasure to have them on board.
Where are y'all from?
I'm from Brown County, Russellville.
Okay.
Pierce Township.
Steubenville, Ohio.
Steubenville.
Warren County, Franklin.
Oh,
We
good.
have a broad spectrum of people today, so.
Welcome to the good county.
We're happy you're here.
Absolutely welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Rosh?
Paul Brosh with the Office of Environmental Quality, and have a couple new employees for our wastewater laboratory I'd like to introduce today. First, Amber Raycamp. She a recent graduate of Cincinnati State. She majored in environmental engineering technology, environmental wastewater and water technology, and also has a safety and security certificate in environment from there. The one really notable thing about her today, and it's really special, is today is her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Birthday.
Is there anything else I can do to embarrass you?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right. And then Daniel Griffith, another member and another recent graduate from Cincinnati State in bioscience technology. And he's also used to be in the U.S. Army as a helicopter maintenance and Abrams tank mechanic. So we're looking forward to both of them at the lab, and we need the help, and we're eager to get them back to work and trying to catch up on things.
There we go.
Awesome. Welcome.
Welcome. Happy birthday.
That's right. Where are y'all from?
From Westchester.
Batavia.
Thanks, Paul.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Mr. Cascaden, you out there?
Yes, sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I have two new employees this morning. First is Amber Reed. She's a lifelong resident of Clermont County, graduated from Clermont Northeastern High School. She graduated this spring from UC with a bachelor's degree in English with honors and a minor in communications. And next is Marky Plank. She comes from a law enforcement background. Her father is Chief Plank from Bethel, Ohio.
Hey.
Lifelong resident of Clermont County. She graduated from Bethel Tate High School.
She has to. If she's a plank, she has to graduate from Bethel.
Absolutely. There's probably a law about that, isn't there, Chief?
5 generations.
Yes.
That's right.
She is currently working on her degree with UC, and we're happy to have them. They've started their field training program, which takes 9 months. And once that's completed, they'll be full-fledged 911 operators.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hope you don't act like your brother.
That's tough.
We have Mr. Hepner from ISD.
Morning, Brandon Hepner, Information Systems Department. This is Robert Frost. He is from Hickory, North Carolina. And he's going to be the new webmaster, so he'll be contacting all of you and fielding all your questions.
Yep. Right.
So,
Good luck.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome.
Sandy, do we have?
Good morning.
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 I would like to introduce Reagan Kidd. She has graduated from University of Cincinnati with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. In May, she began graduate school to attain a master's in analysis of criminal behavior. She has work experience with the University of Cincinnati Police Department, internship with Washington Law Office, and as a preschool teacher. She's joining our team as a social worker too, and she's going to work closely with our alternative response in providing direct family services. Next, we have Ashley Blair. Ashley previously worked with older youth at Lighthouse, and she's currently working on obtaining her bachelor's degree in criminal justice. She's attended 3 years in criminal justice program at UC, and she's going to finish up her last 2 semesters with Northern Kentucky. She joins our team as a social service aide, and she's going to provide our critical transportation and monitoring of supervised visits.
The lighthouse here in Cincinnati? That one?
No, yeah, in Cincinnati. Yeah.
Okay, because I know they have one in Circleville or something like that too. Okay. Awesome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sandy.
You know, criminal justice background might help you all in those jobs.
Good morning, Lisa Gatwood with Clermont Transportation Connection, and I want to welcome aboard Gloria Swearingen. She started with us a couple of weeks ago as a full-time vehicle operator. She has 19 years bus driving experience and previously drove for Lakefront Lines, Croswell Bus Lines, and rural schools.
Welcome. Does anyone want to get a picture?
Yes, let's, before everybody leaves, let's get a picture. If we could have you come up front,
That would be interesting.
in front of the podium here.
You know what, we might just stand behind
We'll
you.
stand behind you. That'll give us a riser.
Yeah.
Couple of rows, if you would. The taller in the back, shorter in the front.
Could do a third row too, maybe.
Does that work? You get, or do you need some people sitting in chairs in front of the row?
Fish eye.
I've got everyone. All right, let's, can you, how about moving, yeah, that's great. Okay, that's a little bit better. Thank you. And can you move in a little bit? Thank you.
Kind of tuck your shoulders behind each other. That'll help you get
All right, we'll take a few. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And just one more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Welcome.
And you don't need to stay.
Those of you that need to get back to work, please feel
Yeah.
free to do so. Thank you.
I said, hope they're not going to make you have to sit through this. Chief, take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
Tell the mayor I said hello.
I will. That's a scoundrel.
You got that right.
Okay. First regular agenda item is Resolution 108-15, a resolution to pay the bills of the county in the amount of $1,964,939.88. Do we have a motion to adopt that resolution?
So moved.
I will second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 2.
Item 2 is a recommendation of Judy Eschman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybolt, County Administrator, to authorize Edwin Humphrey, President of the Board, to execute subgrant agreement number G1617060167 by and between the Board of Clermont County Commissioners on behalf of the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, which serves as the administrative entity for the Southwest Ohio Regional Training Center located in Clermont County, and the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, 30 East Broad Street, Columbus, Ohio, for the provision of funding for required statewide training for county child protection caseworkers, supervisors, adoption assessors, and foster parents at the Southwest Ohio Regional Training Center. Therefore, in the amount of up to $345,793 for state fiscal year 2016 and up to $345,793 for state fiscal year 2017, for a total amount not to exceed $691,586 effective July 1st, 2015, or upon issuance of a State of Ohio purchase order, whichever is later, through June 30th, 2017, with an option to renew for an additional 2-year period pursuant to and in compliance with the current terms and conditions therein.
Okay. Do we have a motion to execute the subgrant agreement as contained in item 2?
I'll make a motion for item 2.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Now, this is 100% state funded.
Correct.
Yes.
Good. Item 3.
Item 3 is a recommendation of Judy Eschman, Director, Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybolt, County Administrator, to authorize Edward Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute subgrant agreement number G1617060205 by and between the Board of Clermont County Commissioners on behalf of the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, which serves as the administrative entity for the Southwest Ohio Regional Training Center located in Clermont County, and the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, 30 East Broad Street, Columbus, Ohio, for the provision of funding for required statewide training for county foster caregivers at the Southwest Ohio Regional Training Center in an amount up to $208,765 for state fiscal year 2016 and up to $208,765 for state fiscal year 2017 for a total amount not to exceed $417,530 effective July 1st, 2015, or upon issuance of a State of Ohio purchase order, whichever is later, through June 30th, 2017, with an option to renew for an additional 2-year period pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions stated therein.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the sub-grant agreement as contained in item 3?
So moved.
I will second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 4.
And item 4 is a recommendation of Judy Eschman, Director, Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybolt, County Administrator, to execute a purchase of service agreement by and between the County of Clermont and Home Study Services of North Carolina on 2220 Capitol Boulevard, Raleigh, North Carolina, for the provision of adoption services for a child in the permanent custody of Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, would include but not limited to home study updates, home visits, monitoring supportive services, and providing written supervisory reports to the Department of Job and Family Services at the rate of $2,500 upon placement of a child and $3,500 upon court finalization, for a total amount not to exceed $6,000 per child if the adoption is finalized within 365 days of an adoption placement, or at the rate of $2,500 upon placement of a child and $2,500 upon court finalization, for a total amount not to exceed $5,000 if the adoption is finalized beyond 365 days. That would be effective upon execution through December 31st, 2016, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions therein.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the purchase of service agreement as contained in item 4?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel? Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 5.
Good morning, Chris Rowland, Water Resources. Item number 5 is a recommendation by Heath Wilson, PE Engineer, with the concurrence of Lyle G. Bloom, PE Director of Utilities, Clermont County Water Resources Department, to authorize a release of a maintenance bond which provides surety for the installation of a sanitary sewer main extension to serve the following subdivision, and to accept said sanitary sewer main extension into the county sewer system pursuant to Clermont County Water Resources rules and regulations. It's for the Redbird Meadows subdivision, Phase 1, and it's for extension of the sewer bond, $3,600.
We have a motion to authorize the release of the maintenance bond as contained in item 5.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 6.
Item 6 is a recommendation of John R. Schramm, a construction coordinator, with the concurrence of myself, to accept the following grant of water easement with right of re-entry for repair, replacement heretofore granted and conveyed to the County of Clermont, Ohio for the utility purposes of constructing, operating, maintaining, repairing, replacing, removing, or reinstalling water utility lines, pumping equipment, and all incidental fixtures required for the transportation of water in, on, under, and across the property of the grantor for project number 640160124 relative to the State Route 132, 48, 28 water main replacement project located in Goshen Township, and further to authorize the county auditor to remit payment to the grantor in amount as outlined below and as indicated on the settlement sheet attached here to as compensation for the payment, permanent easement and the right-of-way granted thereby, and to remit payment in the amount of $36 payable to J. Robert True, Clermont County Treasurer, for recording fees required therefor. The grantor is a Lisa G. Bollinger. Property address is 6599 State Route 48, and it's a permanent easement for a total cost of $2,283.95, and this is the 14th of the 32 total easements that we need for this particular project.
This is one off short 48, correct?
Yes.
Okay, do we have a motion to accept the grant of easement as contained in item 6?
I'll make the motion for item 6.
I will second that motion.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. Item 7?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a recommendation of myself, Director of Information Systems Department, with concurrence of Stephen H. Raybolt, County Administrator, to resolve to determine that certain personal property is unneeded, obsolete, or unfit and no longer necessary for county use as described in Exhibits A, B, C, D, and E, and to authorize Stephen H. Raybolt to approve the posting of the sale of a stated property by internet auction with Gov Deals. This is basically a way for us to get rid of all the electronic equipment throughout the county that we no longer need.
Okay. Do we have a motion to resolve to determine that certain personal property is unneeded, obsolete, unfit, or no longer necessary, and to authorize Mr. Raybold to approve the posting and sale thereof?
So moved.
Second the motion.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. Item 8?
Item 8 is my recommendation to authorize Pam Havercross, Director of Clermont County Emergency Management Agency, to execute the first amendment to the sub-grantee grant agreement with the Ohio Emergency Management Agency, Columbus, Ohio, for the fiscal year 2014 Emergency Management Performance Grant, EMPG, Special Projects Program, heretofore ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 12/10/2014. This is to extend the end date of the grant performance period from 6/30/15 to 9/30/15 for the completion thereof, pursuant to and compliance with the terms and conditions set forth.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the first amendment to the sub-grant agreement as contained in item 8?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye. Item 9?
Grabowski.
Wade, how are you?
Everybody else?
Yes, sir.
I have to tell a 10-second story. You know the folks that you work with every day know you better than you really know yourself. And you know I've joked about how they print me the agenda item. Well, this is what I got today. I mean, this is like the most you can blow it up. So they must know something about me that I didn't realize. So, not to embarrass them, I'm not going to go off of that. I'm going to go with this one. How's that sound? Agenda item number 9 is a recommendation from myself, Wade Grabowski, Facilities Director, with the concurrence of Mr. Stephen H. Raybolt, County Administrator, to execute Amendment number 2 to the contract for purchase and delivery of consigned repair parts with KOI Auto Parts, Spring Grove Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio, for use in maintenance and repair of county vehicles, previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 7/17/13 and subsequently amended on 8/6/14, for the second of 2 one-year extensions thereof, effective 8/16/2015 through 8/15/2016. Pursuant to and in compliance with Article 6 of the Contract for Consigned Repair Parts, and with all the terms and conditions set forth as reference contract to remain in full force and effect and contingent upon the issuance of and receipt of a purchase order required therefor.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the first amendment to the contract as contained in item 8?
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. To execute amendment number 2 to the KOI Auto Parts as contained in item 9. Thank you, Steve.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Item 10.
8.
Item number 10 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, the county engineer, concurrence of Steve Raybolt, the county administrator, to adopt resolution number 109-15, resolving to convert the combined performance and maintenance bond in the amounts listed below for the construction of the street in the stated length within the following subdivision located in Batavia Township, from the performance bond phase to the maintenance bond phase effective as of the date of the conversion. This is for Lexington Run Saddle Top Ridge subdivision phase 4, a performance bond of $22,000, a maintenance bond of $10,000, and this is for the street called Traditions Turn, which is 0.101 miles.
Okay, do we have a motion to adopt Resolution 109-15 as contained in item 10?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 11.
Number 11 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, the county engineer, with concurrence of Steve Rabel, the county administrator, to execute record plat number 629-2928 for the replat of a lot in the following subdivision located in Batavia Township. It's a Balachino subdivision, replat of lot number 11 to create a utility easement for lot number 11.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the record plat as contained in item 11?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 12.
Number 12 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, the county engineer, with concurrence of Steve Rabel, the county administrator, to authorize Edwin Humphrey, the president of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute change order number 1 to the contract with Senessus Construction out of Westchester, Ohio, as previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on October 22nd, 2014, for project number PI-15-09 relative to the Mount Pisgah Bridge Replacement and Roadway Improvements Project located in Pierce Township, which represents an increase in the amount of $35,734.75 for a total adjusted contract price to date of $409,808.52 for additions, deletions, and/or modifications thereto as defined therein, and contingent upon the release of a purchase order required.
Okay. We have a motion to execute change order number 1 as contained in item 12.
I'll make the motion.
I will second that.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 13.
Number 13 is a recommendation of Patrick Munger, the county engineer, concurrence of Steve Rabel, to county administrator, to award the bid for project number LS-18-15 relative to the 2015 landslides phase 1 project located in various townships pursuant to the plans and specifications to W.E. Smith Construction out of Blanchester, Ohio, for the lowest and best bid received on June 4, 2015 in the amount of $495,928.00, and to execute the contract relative thereto pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth, and award the bid and contingent upon the release of a purchase order.
Okay, do we have a motion to award the bid as contained in item 13?
So moved.
I will second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel? Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 14.
Number 14 is a recommendation of Steve Rabel to the county administrator to acknowledge the receipt of a notification from Patrick Munger, the county engineer, on June 30th, 2015, of his determination to close the following roads to through traffic with the understanding that all advanced warning and detour signs will be erected and maintained accordingly pursuant to and in compliance with Section 5543.17 of the Ohio Revised Code. It's Clermontville Laurel Road between 1370 and 1372, Clermontville Laurel Road for the first 8 culvert replacements, and beginning Monday, July 6th through Tuesday, July 28th, between the hours of 7 a.m. and 5 p.m., except that from 7:14 through 7:16, and again on 7:22 through 7:28, Clermontville Laurel Road will remain closed for the replacement of culverts.
Okay. So do we have a motion to acknowledge the receipt of the notification for temporary detours to through traffic and road closures as contained in item 14?
I'll make the motion for item 14.
I will second that.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 15.
Thanks, Doug.
Item 15 is a recommendation of Julie Fry, Director, Clermont County Court of Common Pleas Adult Probation Department, with my concurrence, to execute a contract for professional services by and between the Board of County Commissioners of Clermont County on behalf of the Clermont County Court of Common Pleas Adult Probation and the Clermont Recovery Center, Wasserman Way, Batavia, Ohio, for the provision of intensive supervision probation services for felony offenders released from prison, halfway houses, the Butler, Clermont, Warren County's community-based correctional facility, or the River City Correctional Facility, for an amount not to exceed $25,070, effective 7/1/15 through 6/30/16, pursuant to and compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein, and in concert with the Community-Based Corrections Act 407 Non-Residential Felony Grant Prison Diversion Program, entitled Intensive Supervision Probation, previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 5/13.
Okay. Do we have a motion to execute the contract for professional services as contained in item 15?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 16?
Item 16 is my recommendation to authorize Commissioner Humphrey, President of the Board, to execute an agreement by and between the County of Clermont and the Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, OKI, Regional Council of Governments, Cincinnati, Ohio, for comprehensive regional planning services for the County of Clermont for a total amount not to exceed $66,515, effective 7/1/15 through 6/30/16, pursuant to and compliance with terms and conditions.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the agreement as contained in item 16?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. 17?
Morning, I'm Suki Sheets with the Office of Management and Budget, and item 17 is a recommendation at the direction of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to establish the CDBG Entitlement Fund as a special revenue fund within the county, which will have fund number 2624 assigned to it and an organization code of 067000. This will account for the revenues and expenditures within the county of the Federal Community Development Block Grant Entitlement Program as it relates to the change in the designation from a rural to an urban county.
Okay.
So we're going to separate these two
Good.
programs.
Do we have a motion to establish the CDBG Entitlement Fund and Special Revenue Funds as contained in item 17?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Even though I hate the word entitlement,
Yep. 18.
but
It is what they name it.
Good morning, Yvonne Smith, Employee Benefits Coordinator. It is my recommendation with the concurrence of Stephen Raybolt, County Administrator, to execute an extension of agreement for healthcare consulting services by and between Board of County Commissioners and Haran Associates of Cincinnati, Ohio, for the continuation of professional consulting services relative to Clermont County's Employee Benefits Program, in accordance with their proposal for healthcare consulting services for Clermont County, previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 5/21/2014, for an additional 12-month period, effective 6/1/2015 through 5/31/2016, for a total amount not to exceed $75,000. And this represents the election to extend the contract, which is the first of two 12-month period extensions allowed by the contract and written into the contract, pursuant to and in compliance with Article 2A of the aforestated agreement entitled Term and Termination, with all other terms and conditions thereof to remain in full force and effect.
Do you have a motion to execute the extension of the agreement as contained in item 18?
I'll make a motion for item 18.
second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Is this the same amount as it was for last year?
Yes, it's just a continuation of the current contract.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. 19?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Bob Sander, Human Resources. Item 19 is my recommendation, with the concurrence of Thomas Eigel, Assistant County Administrator, to authorize the payment of the Patient-Centered Outcomes Research Institute fee to the Department of the Treasury Internal Revenue Service at the rate of $2.08 per person for the average number of members in Clermont County's self-insured health plans for calendar year 2014, for a total amount not to exceed $5,170.88, and to authorize Stephen H. Raybold, County Administrator, to execute and file the Department of Treasury Internal Revenue Service quarterly federal excise tax return, along with the aforestated fee, on or before July 31st, 2015, pursuant to and in compliance with the Federal Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. Commissioners, this is the third year we've paid this, and the fee currently is due to continue until 2018.
You know, I think it's ironic as they call it a fee, but yet you have to execute the file for the excess excise tax.
Semantics.
Amazing.
So do we have a motion to authorize the payment of the Patient-Centered Outcome Research Institute fee as contained in item 10?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Jubal?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. 20?
Item 20, a request from various departments to join professional organizations and to authorize reimbursement of routine travel expenses. We have the County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Rodenberg, and/or staff of the Milford Miami Chamber of Commerce for $125.
We have a motion to join the professional organization, authorize the reimbursement of routine travel as contained in item 20.
I will make the motion for item 20.
I'll second that.
Mr. Jubal?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Humphrey?
Aye. 21?
21 are our financials for the week. First, we have supplemental appropriations. These are both in the Concealed Weapons Licensing Fund. First in salaries, $6,000, and then in fringes, $2,000. This was a shared person that we had appropriated most of him in other funds and forgot the concealed carry piece. And there are funds in that area to cover this.
Yes, I'm sure there's plenty of funds
There's-
in it.
there-
Thankfully.
It's should be like a renewal year too, so they may be getting a bigger spike this year. Then we have budget transfers for this week. First in the Communications Center, from regular salaries to overtime, $8,000 needed for coverage of staffing up there. Then we have in the Health Insurance Fund, the Wellness Program, other expenses to the Insurance Administration, other expenses for $4,000. We don't have the plans to utilize the wellness funds this year, but we do have a need for furniture to fix an office that we have here. Then in Public Assistance, Child Protective Services, we have from bargaining unit salary to retirement payout, $168. We had previously moved money for this retirement payout and had to do some more when they found out that they had to do a longevity. They had calculated it without a longevity pay. Then we have our cash transfers for this week, from General Fund to Public Assistance Fund, $103,093.50 for the July to September 2015 mandated share. And from General Fund to Child Support Enforcement, $85,000 for the July to September 2015 contribution.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the financial and budgetary actions as contained in item 21?
So moved.
I will second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Jubal?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Training and travel?
This week we have Prosecuting Attorney's Office, Joe Palmer and Ernie Ramos, 1 day, Cincinnati, Ohio, National Business Institute Continuing Legal Education Seminar, total estimated expenses of $0. Jeanette Nichols, 1 day, Columbus, Ohio, for the Ohio State Bar Association course entitled Juvenile Law, estimated not to exceed $444.25. Marilyn Burke and Ernie Ramos, 2 days, Oxford, Ohio, for the Honorable Carter M. Stewart, United States Attorney for the Southern District of Ohio, 41st Annual Law Seminar, not to exceed $618.90. County Auditor's Office, Ben Campbell and Michelle Scharf, 6 days, Cambridge, Ohio, the Ohio Ad Valorem School course entitled Fundamentals of Mass Appraisal, estimated not to exceed $3,087. Clermont County Water Resources Department, John Weber, up to 18 months for completion of the Operator Training Committee of Ohio Correspondence Course Wastewater Collection, total expenses not to exceed $495. Department of Job and Family Services, Linda Walsh, Veronica Norman, 2 days, Newark, Ohio, Pacific Solutions Group County Financial Information Systems Conference, estimated not to exceed $536.90. Cheryl Roberts, 4 days, Naples, Florida, transporting of a foster child, total expenses not to exceed $594. Department of Public Safety Services, Sean Harmon, Melissa Pollard, 35 days, Batavia, Ohio, for the Association of Public Safety Communications Officials Course, Communications Center Supervisor, estimated not to exceed $878. And the Department of Community Economic Development, Planning Division, Taylor Corbett, 1 day per month for the main class, additional time for other activities for the Clermont County of Commerce, Clermont Chamber of Commerce Foundation, 2015 and 2016 Lee Clermont class, estimated not to exceed $2,250.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the training and travel as contained in item 22?
I will make the motion.
I will second that.
Mr. Jubal?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 23, training and travel?
Additional item for the Board of County Commissioners, Mr. Proud, 1 day, Columbus, Ohio, for the County Commissioners Association of Ohio Justice and Public Safety meeting, estimated not to exceed $246.
We Do we have a motion to approve the training and travel as contained in item 23?
I will make the motion for item 23.
Second?
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Abstain.
Item 24, personnel actions.
Speaking in Department of Job and Family Services, Amy Burke, Social Services Worker 3, step increase effective 7/6. Sally Baird, Investigator 3, permanent job change effective 8/3 of 2015. Cynthia Grayson, Social Services Worker 3, resignation effective 7/13. Dennis Rohrig, Investigator 3, rehire to a vacant position effective 8/3. Jessica Fitzgerald, Clerical Specialist, step increase end of probation effective 7/20. Lori Dennison, Investigator 3, a new hire to a vacant position effective 8/3. Bobby Brock, Income Maintenance Worker 3, disability, unpaid leave effective 7/28. Ambia Alsep, Social Services Aide 2, rescind of a new hire effective 6/22. Water Resources Department, James Koch, WSD Operator Supervisor, salary increase effective 6/2. Eric Williams, intern, new hire to a vacant position effective 7/20. And in Clermont Transportation Connection, Patricia Barker, termination resignation effective 7/7.
Do we have a motion to approve personnel actions as contained in item 24?
So moved.
I will second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Are there any add-ons?
No, sir.
We have a need for executive session?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have a need for executive session pursuant to section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code to consider the purchase of property for public purpose or for the sale of property at competitive bidding. Do we have a motion to go into executive session under that section of the code?
I'll make a motion for executive session.
I will second that.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. We'll be in executive session and back shortly.
James.
We're back from executive session. No decisions were made. The minutes were prepared for us. I think we've had time to look those over. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes as prepared?
So moved.
I will second the motion for minutes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I will second that.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. That concludes our business for today. Thanks for joining us, and God bless.